And then there's people like me that, I'm in the medical field type of stuff, and I get stuck, not having kids around, and family's all gone now, so I get stuck with all of these shifts like this to work during Christmas, during holidays.
Yeah. My wife being a nurse at the VA, she got lucky this year because she pretty much her days off for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but normally she works holidays, but it's usually good pay. I mean, I don't know. If she doesn't work, if she works, she gets pretty much double pay, I guess, for it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we're, it's funny that you say that because your wife is a nurse, for the VA, and we're contracted out. We have all the contracts to the VA.
Cool.
So, you get a lot of we joke around a lot there because, we kind of anticipate that we're going to get quite a few runs, probably because VA workers will say, well, hey, it's unfair that we're working at Christmas, so let's make those guys work, so.
Yeah. Probably during the holidays, with all the stress and people drinking to excess, you might have a little bit more calls during the holidays. I don't know how many holidays you've worked, but it's probably it's like the cops would say, it's probably pretty busy.
Yeah, you never know. I'm kind of hoping that we don't get a double whammy, and I'm hoping that we don't get holiday time and full moon time at once.
Yeah.
The full moon kind of does something a lot of times. But
I hope you don't get a crap load of calls tonight, and I hope you can, have a good Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not going to be as exciting as probably last year.
Yeah.
But, I think we all probably have those one Christmas instance in your mind that stuck out that's probably a little bit different or better than others.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck here in Indiana this year during a snowy Christmas. Last year it was Las Vegas and it's warm.
And your kids live in Vegas, don't they? Does your kids live in Vegas? I thought so.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, they live out there, and
well, maybe next year you'll get to see them next year. So.
Last year was full of warm weather, and dwarfs or midgets, we want to say.
Yeah.
And nudist colony.
Okay, so, that sounds good.
You want to be honest?
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, but Matt, seriously, we got to get together when you're off. We got to go. The local bar in my little town that I live in is hopping. So you and I need to go there and have a few one night and do karaoke. I'll let you go. We're going to call some other people. It's too bad we couldn't get you out here tonight, but I'm glad you were able to take the call and give us your holiday traditions, dude. Hey,
you tell everybody that I said hello.
I sure will, man.
And give a Merry Christmas to the wife, kid, your mom and sister for me.
Yes, I sure will.
You give me a shout anytime, man, and we'll go pound some Boilermakers.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for taking my call. We'll talk to you later, Matt.
All right, man.
See you, man.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right.
All right, that's my buddy Matt, and he had some depressing stories, but it's fun.
Happy holidays, everybody.
It's not great for everybody, but that's all right.
I was hoping you'd ask some more follow-up questions about the nudist colony.
Yeah, or the green door or the red door, wherever he went in Las Vegas. He went some of the Has anybody been to a nudist colony? I have not.
No, there's one about the mile from my parents down in Florida.
Really?
Dad always jokes about riding his bike down to the entrance, hoping one of the doors stayed open or something.
Well,
just to annoy Mom.
Where we used to do corn, I remember there was a fenced-in area up, I don't know what county it is in Indiana, but I heard there's a nudist colony in Indiana. It's fenced in.
I think it's south of
up north, but I don't know what it's called. Pretty famous.
The way my wife gets along, she'll have
She knows.
She'll be
Okay.
able to tell you where it's at.
Okay. Yeah, there's one in Indiana.
It's not up north.
Oh, it's not up north. Okay. All right.
It's not up north.
All right. Okay.
It's down south.
But okay. All right. Cool.
I can't wait.
We get on all kinds of topics here at the 41 Jobs podcast. So I like going everywhere. That's why I like the podcast, because it's not scripted. It sounds like a conversation. You could talk. I love listening to it. I guess I'm kind of a voyeur conversation style, but I've always liked to listen to people's conversations. That's why I miss the old cordless telephones with the antenna, because you could listen to neighbors talk. I loved it.
I knew you were a voyeur.
And an exhibitionist, but that's another story.
That's another story.
So,
You were right. It was Rosewood, and that's just
Yes, I've heard of that.
South Hood. Yeah,
okay, what was it called? The nudist colony in Indiana? It's called Rosedale.
Roseland.
Oh, Roseland. Okay, all right.
I'm just curious why your wife knew.
She's a very educated and diverse lady.
All right, cool. All right. Well, we're here at the Tin Man Brewery, and we got a really nice crowd, holiday crowd here, and it's a great place to come and have a drink. It's dog friendly, kid friendly, adult friendly, and you can order from 3 or 4 restaurants. Is that correct, Doug?
Yeah.
And we had
Oscars.
Strombolis from Oscars, and they were wonderful. I've had my kids here. We played board games. They can eat free popcorn. And you can stay here as long as you want. As long as you're having a good time and ordering a few drinks here and there, it's a great place to hang out. It's not going to be your normal bar crowd with somebody get thrown across the room and someone getting shivved in the corner. It's pretty peaceful.
It is.
So,
Well, until we get.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's sporting to do there.
Yeah, maybe here in a little bit, maybe we can get some audience participation. I would like to do our Craigslist Kokomo Personals edition. That's always fun to read those. I've dabbled in a little of that myself, just to kind of see what's out there, just to see how crazy people are. And there's some crazy things. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we could.
Or any Craigslist listing. You never know what you're going to get. People are begging for money. They'll do anything for money. I don't have any gas. How am I going to get here? What will I do to get the gas? AJ, you should see it. I got this from another idea. There's a comedian who does it's not really Craig. I think it might do with Craigslist or
Something similar.
or social media like hookup sites, and they'll read these posts from people. Craigslist is just free, and you can see whatever they try to sell. It's crazy. So we can talk about that. That's something I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that holiday cheer.
I'm gonna bleep out some really bad words, but I'm gonna give you the first letter of some of the things they're talking about. We'll talk about that later.
It's kind of like the Schwab shop. You remember the Schwab shop?
The swap shop.
The swap shop.
Well,
my.
that's stuff that's going on in the Craigslist too. But I sold a car on Craigslist. I was scared.
Did you really?
We sold our Toyota RAV4 on Craigslist, and people go, "Oh man, you may not want to do that. You'll get some weirdos," and you do. But you just have to make sure you meet in public and don't meet at your house.
I've seen a lot of them meet actually at the Walmart in Logansport. You
Really?
can see them over there. It was obvious that they didn't know each other and looking at cars and other
we
things.
made actually
people
a great
pulling it out of their trunk. I'm like, what is going on?
We made a
over
great
there?
deal with an executive from Weaver Popcorn. He came and he goes, "Like your vehicle, $10,000. I'll give you cash tomorrow," and we were good. And it was awesome.
Telling how many tires you changed on that thing?
Yeah, I told him. Yeah, I told him. But it was a great deal. I never thought Craigslist would work. It's free, it's cheap, but there's a lot of things on Craigslist. It's wild and wacky.
Are you pulling it up?
There's all kinds of weird, strange people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull it up on my school provided iPad, but I'll do my phone incognito version. Or maybe. Hey, we're on their Wi-Fi. Who gives a
Hey, let me borrow your phone.
So, we're all good.
We could talk about, of course, anything streaming. I'm happy Peaky
Yes, let's do that.
Blinders.
Some
Peaky
new
Blinders
stuff.
back out. I can't wait to start that. I've been watching Amazon, Mrs. Maisel. I
haven't heard of that.
She's Jewish wife who's trying to get into comedy after her marriage.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, I have enjoyed it just from the first season.
And
to
Godless on Netflix with Jeff Daniels. Great show.
I saw that.
Good show. Did you see Godless on Netflix? Do you have Netflix?
I can't stream it.
Okay.
I got ancient open
Okay.
internet.
But there's some good stuff on Netflix. Godless is really good. It's about this really, I don't know, I guess you call it a gang of guys that would go around and take all the money from these mining companies in Colorado when they were silver mining back in the late 1800s after the Indians got pushed out. So they were breaking in, they were basically stealing all the money they were getting from silver mining. So they'd go in these towns and knock out all the men, take all the money and run. And I don't know if it's a true story or not, but it was pretty believable. But they'd go
Jeff Daniels did great.
Oh, he's awesome.
Jeff Daniels.
And from mining town to mining town, they would steal money and kill people. I'm talking hang every man and woman and child in some towns. And the gunslinger that the guy raised, the bad guy that led the group, he broke off from the group, and they were chasing him through every town. And any town that would harbor him and keep him safe, they kill everybody in the town. So I won't ruin it for anybody, but it's a great show. Jeff Daniels was an awesome evil character, and it was a really good show. If you like westerns, it was awesome. A modern western, it kicked ass really. It was good.
Have you seen Into the Badlands?
Yeah. It's
I
the
have
first
not.
season.
I got first and second. I'm waiting for the third.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
Into the
yet.
Badlands. It's excellent. It's post-apocalyptic. There's no guns. There's a few motorcycles, a few cars. It's all kung fu and sword play.
Yeah.
And you have the just like an anarchy situation. There are barons, and of course they have fighters, and then they have workers, and everything in between. It's a really good story. There is some mysticism involved, but I highly recommend it.
So Into the Badlands.
Into the Badlands.
Okay.
I think it's an FX show originally.
Okay. I loved Mad Max Fury Road. I like
great.
post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
shows. I love it. I think it's awesome. I thought Mad Max Fury Road was awesome.
Out of all the Mad Maxes.
And I've got to check Into the
Yeah.
Badlands. I'm going to pull it up right now and check it out myself. So that's a good show. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot lately. I've been watching The Offices again on Netflix.
Have you really?
I've been watching. I watched Godless, and I'm starting to watch Peaky Blinders. Stranger Things. My 14-year-old has got me on it. I really like
Fun.
Stranger Things. Have you seen Stranger Things?
No.
It's okay.
First season's fun.
It's science fiction. It's a little bit,
How about the
far-fetched, but
How about the Expanse?
I did see that one. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I saw the first season. It was
yeah, and the couch
was
potato, he's seen everything.
Yeah,
It's
it's
awesome. It's
ridiculous.
So is it science fiction? The
yeah,
Expanse?
sci-fi. It's on the Sci-Fi Channel.
So what's it based on?
Mining colony
Yeah.
being ruled
Help me.
by a large, conglomeration of planets.
Yeah, and some people trying to go against it and trying to not a resistance or rebellion. It's just people that didn't want to go along with the major corporations.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I haven't seen second season out on it.
Yeah, I watched the first. I've got Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I saw first season on Prime, and I haven't paid. Wait for the second season.
Yeah, I know. Gotta wait.
Well, AJ was talking about. Have you seen it all yet?
No.
The Netflix series called Wormwood. Tell us about what the premise is
Well,
about.
I've only made it through the first couple episodes, but it's about this guy. It's about the government doing LSD trials.
Wow.
Yeah. And in the 50s. Called Wormwood.
It looks pretty interesting. It's got one season and 6 episodes so far. And Peter Sarsgaard and Molly Parker and Christian Camargo is in they're the main cast.
The government pays his family off not to sue the government, basically. Is how.
Okay.
And now they're regretting that they didn't sue the government.
Yeah, I don't know if we the last time, I guess 2 podcasts ago, the Couch Potato and I, we talked about What's Streaming Part 2, and we talked about, I don't know if we talked about Mindhunter, but Mindhunter was really good.